All right, we're recording. Here we are, back with another episode. Episode. What was the last one?
I
we
think
ended
it's
on?
7. It's
Episode
either 6 or
7 we're
7.
on. I don't really remember how many we've uploaded at this point. It's getting to the point where I can't keep track of all these episodes, so I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
I think it's good to be consistent. So if I end up losing track, then let us lose track. Somebody correct us if we need to.
We definitely lost track. We'll correct each other because I'll go back and watch these and I'll know what we're on. I think it's 6 or 7.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that because
They both start with S.
Whatever it is, we'll figure it out in the analytics whenever we fucking upload.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun doing these, to be honest.
No, it is fun.
I actually kind of look forward to recording another one every week.
Yeah, it's definitely because our recording day is Saturday, and it's like I always like I don't want to do anything throughout the week, but when Saturday comes along, I'm like, oh, it's time to record. We're gonna get this recording.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Something new in my life other than fucking work. So
yeah,
because we obviously know that both of us can go on about work for however long we want.
Yeah, dude. I feel like the first 2 episodes we talked about work a lot, and
yeah, but those are big parts. Those are big parts of our lives at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what we need to do to better our lives. Because
now
that the good weather is coming, I'm gonna start looking for houses.
Get the mic a little closer to you. You want that? I'm telling you, you want that shit like if you were rapping at a concert, you want that shit like. Bum, bum,
if I was rapping at a concert, then yeah, I would definitely be having the microphone right in front of my face the whole time.
Yeah,
so my hand over the entire fucking mic, like a real fucking rapper does.
So think about that. Like talking into the microphone, you want to talk into that shit. You don't want to have it like distanced from you. Even if you're a comedian, you want to be like talking into the fucking microphone. You're gonna get the clearest. I now have headphones to listen to what's going on right now, and I can hear myself so clearly, but when you talk I can hear a little bit of a distance in your voice.
You're obviously got a better understanding of how the microphones work. Me, I'm not as comfortable with a microphone as
right
as
there's a sweet spot. That's a sweet spot.
I'm trying to figure out the sweet spot, and that's why we kind of switched up microphones here, and we're trying to see which microphones work better for each other. So
if you were looking for the G spot, you found it there.
We're still in experimental stage of these podcasts. But.
So yeah, we actually swapped microphones because I go back and I listen to our podcasts, and I've noticed very many podcasts when I listen to on my phone at least and in my car, it's hard to hear SquishMitten for me. I mean I don't know. I don't know if that's
I'm glad somebody actually goes back and listens to them.
Because I gotta criticize.
I'm still
shit,
not comfortable listening to my own voice on recording. Even when I was a kid and I would fucking like have to record my own voice for like the answering machine on my landline when people would call the house. I didn't even like my voice then.
No, I hate my voice too. But I mean, now as an adult, and I'm going back and listening to something that I'm trying to do out of like enjoyment. Like I go back and I listen to it, and I'm like, I get past my voice, and I just want to listen to points that I can criticize to make myself better, or make ourself better.
That's good. I feel like it's definitely part of the process of what we probably should be doing. We don't have a outside source of a producer or anything like that to kind of tell us those stats. So we're still doing those things ourselves.
Yeah, no, I have a few friends that I have a few friends that I asked if they could listen to it for their opinion for like the first couple of podcasts. But now we're on like episode 6 or 7, whatever the fuck we're on, and I don't expect them to keep on listening.
But we actually have gotten some feedback from some people who have listened to it, and one of the things that they don't criticize is the sound quality. They're usually just talking. They usually tell me about the things that we're talking about and how funny they were and shit like that. So that just makes me feel good.
Yeah,
so, I know the sound quality is something that's important to you, but I feel like content is kind of more important.
Well, content is definitely important to me, but if we can like conquer the sound quality, and then focus on content, that would be important to me too.
Yeah, because I was actually listening to a stream this morning where they invested so much money into like all these like high quality cameras and all these high quality mics, and they feel like that's the way that they differentiate themselves from other types of streams.
Dude, the thing is, you never know. It might be the quality of audio for somebody. If we could at the end of our podcast episodes, we could be like, oh man, that topic was horrible, or our conversation was atrocious. That was just stupid. But
I feel like that's half of our fucking thing.
It is. I feel like a lot of our conversations are stupid, and then we go into conversations deeper into it after. And those conversations after the podcast, I even hate, because we even get into arguments sometimes, and it bothers me. But
well, I don't think it's a bad thing that we get into an argument.
No, I don't.
I think it's a good thing to have a nice lighthearted debate about certain things.
It's nice to get things out of the way and realize, hey, why are we arguing about such stupid things?
Yeah, as long as we end on a good note, I don't mind how the conversation goes.
I want to end on a good note.
Whoever's right or wrong, which we're usually both wrong, most likely 90% of the time. But as long as we have a lighthearted conversation, we have fun with it.
I mean, it's usually just strongly opinionated fucking topics that we're
because we've both been through different experiences in our lives. So
exactly.
We see the world differently from each other.
Yeah.
But even though we grew up together,
same as a lot of people,
we still have different views on certain things. So that's just going to happen with any of your friends out there.
Yeah,
whoever you talk to,
you're gonna talk about something. You're gonna be opinionated about one thing. The other person's gonna have their opinion, and then next thing you know, you're arguing for stupid fucking reasons.
Exactly, and that's where you can't let it go. You got to be able to hear one side and then hear the other side, and then just either agree with one or the other, or just agree to disagree at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. Which isn't always the case. Sometimes you keep arguing and then you leave on bad.
When we get too fucked up and get too drunk, then our conversations can go on forever.
I always go when we get in an argument, like a really heated argument. I go home and I'm just like, what the fuck was that?
I hope it doesn't affect you after you go.
No, it doesn't. The only way that it affects me is I go home and I don't know why the fuck we were arguing about like 1 week we were arguing about male strippers and whether or not they make more than female strippers or not, or even if they make the same amount. I don't know. You don't know. We both don't know.
We're not in that industry. We're just speculating based on whatever shit we heard.
Based on our beliefs and our feelings. We didn't have actual statistic proof of any of this. We just argued because we felt different about the topic.
Yep, but at the end of it, we came to a medium conclusion that
we're both stupid.
Exactly. That's usually the end result. But we always just end up with our own opinions, and that's just the end of it. So as long as you can have a healthy conversation with whoever you're talking with, that's how you know that you have a good friend that you can talk to. So it's always good to have somebody that you can get into a heavy debate about.
See, I'm going to heavy debate with you on that. It's not that you have a good friend that you can.
Well, you can't get into that deep of a conversation with just some random person on the street, because then you'll probably end up getting into a fist fight.
You will. You might. But the fact that we don't get into a fist fight and that we stay consistent and continually keep on doing what we're doing, I think that means a lot.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I don't mind the arguments.
It shows that we're grown adults who can have opinions and not let it affect us afterwards.
We can differentiate the difference between bullshit and not bullshit.
Yes, with a lot of bullshit out there being in the world.
Which I'm bullshit sometimes. I might be bullshit.
I'm probably bullshit too. So
I think I honestly think that the world is a hypocrisy.
It is.
Everybody's a hypocrite at some point in their life.
It is.
You just got to be willing to admit that.
You just got to stick to your beliefs and what makes you have a happy quality of life. So whatever makes you happy at the end of the day.
My happy quality of life is sitting here and having a good conversation with you.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we have started to do to make us happy at the end of the day, is to start doing a podcast and be able to talk about pretty much whatever.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever.
We go into.
Speaking of talking about whatever, can we get off this topic? Because I'm listening to us having a conversation, and I have no interest in this conversation.
That's fine.
Because
we could go into it. We can go into anything.
Let's dive deep into a conversation. Let's get to that point where we should be having an argument, but let's pull ourselves back just a little bit and not have an argument. What do you feel like? Because I wanna have a conversation. I wanna have a podcast topic, which we don't have topics.
I know that's one thing. That's one thing we probably should start doing is probably having a topic to talk about that we can actually get into a conversation.
We come in and it's so slow. Our podcast. I want our podcast to be interesting right off the bat. I want people to be like, "Wow, that."
Yeah, but the main thing that I was talking about with having a heated argument is being able to have a heated argument with somebody that you're comfortable with and able to actually come to a conclusion at the end of the day, whether you agree or disagree or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm happy that I actually have you that I can talk to about some stupid bullshit topic.
Rather than some random motherfucker that keeps on going back and forth. I'm at work
with a bunch of these people who are much older than me, and they have different opinions than I do, and they probably don't want to hear what I have to say, because if I did try and give my opinion, then the conversation would probably just end right there, because their views won't line up with whatever the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, and you guys are never going to come to a conclusion because you guys don't know each other.
I don't feel like there's any point in me actually getting deep into my opinion with the people that I work with.
That's weird because, I feel the same exact way. Like, when I go to work, I hear all these people talking about these, I hear people talking about their beliefs or whatever the fuck it is, their political beliefs.
And that's what I don't like. I feel like people talk about their political beliefs too much, and I'm just like, don't you guys have like...
You're cutting out. Don't
you guys have anything else to talk about?
Just pull that shit closer to you. Get comfortable and pull that shit closer to you.
Political topics. But, I mean, that's one of the big things in this world when you work every day. So, usually government topics usually affect people's works. So, I could see why they get so heated into those type of conversations, but...
Yeah,
it's not something that I'm focused on. I'm focused on just having fun and looking forward to doing something fun with my friends on the weekend. So
exactly, because what is the political thing that's really it's really grasping your life and making you you have.
Well, that's the thing. Like, these people, they talk about all these political things, but I don't engage in it because like they're right behind me talking about it, and I'm just like, pretty much removing myself from the conversation.
Yeah, preach that shit.
Because I don't want to get into it. Because they're not going to want to hear what I have to say, because it's probably completely
of what they. It's a 180 of what the fuck they're talking about.
Exactly. I feel like I'm a different breed of person that's out there.
Which I don't know. It's so weird because when somebody brings up their political beliefs to you, and you feel like you have to suppress what you believe in, then what the fuck is the point of anything,
Exactly. It's not. I don't believe it's good to suppress your inner thoughts and your inner feelings. I feel like everybody needs an outlet to be able to express their true feelings, but that's not something I want to do at work. So that's something I look forward to do on the weekend with somebody who is on the same level that I am.
Which I am. I don't feel like I'm on the same level as you.
No, we're probably not on the same level, but we're more understanding of each other.
But I am more understanding of you. Yes. Yes, I do feel like I try to understand what you're saying.
If I try to talk to my dad about the things that I believe in, and like, I mean, again, I'm trying not to get political, but my people at my work have been telling me, my dad has been trying to tell me to get vaccinated just to relieve the fucking pressure that my job is putting on me. I'm just like, no, because that's my personal belief.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
Nobody should be telling me what to do with my personal beliefs. So
exactly.
That's why I just remove myself from the conversation.
Speaking of all this vaccine stuff and whatever the fuck's going on, I don't know what the fuck's going on because I just don't include myself in that shit. I don't know if you're the same way, but with all this vaccine stuff and booster shots, I just don't want to. It's not that I'm an anti-vaxxer. It's just that I don't want to go do this stuff. It's like saying
exactly. I feel like it's a waste of my time because
When was the last time you went and got a or not a vaccine? When was the last time that you went and got a physical?
No, you used to have to when you were back in like elementary school and middle school, then you actually had to have to go get a fucking booster shot to go to school.
You have no mindset. You're
not. And your parents were making you do it.
But your parents brought you to go do that. You didn't have any energy that you put forth.
Exactly. And now that I'm in charge of it, I'm like, I don't feel like I need a booster. I don't feel like I need any of that other stuff. I mean, people even who are already vaxxed have gotten COVID. And people who aren't vaxxed have already gotten COVID. Everybody in my fucking office has already gotten COVID. So like,
they're all vaccinated.
Yep. Everybody in my office except for me and one other person are unvaccinated, and he's on more of a level than he's on more of my level than everybody else is, because he'll send me fucking like memes from Twitter and shit
that's funny.
That's
awesome.
Political about booster shots and shit, and we'll just send emails back and forth to each other. Like he sent me this one Twitter clip about how the vaccines aren't working, and then they're blaming the people who aren't vaccinated about it.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, yep, this is hilarious and true, and I'm just sitting back and laughing at it because now nobody in my office really cares about it.
You got a spider on the corner of your desk, right?
Really?
You see that shit?
Kill it.
Is that a spider or a fucking tick? Is it
moving?
Bruh, it's not doing shit. Ah! I spilled liquor.
Whatever it is, fucking kill it. Smash it. Oh, here.
I bonked it. Bing bong. I don't know where it went to.
Bing bong. Fuck your life. Don't be in my house, you fucking spider.
Yeah, for real. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't
Bro,
fuck with bugs in my house.
But no, that wasn't cool at all. Here, that wasn't.
Wherever that is, pick it up and
it's
throw
gone.
It
I think it's on the ground. Give me a
I don't want a fucking dead spider on my ground, so... If you could find it and pick it up,
bro, your fucking cat's supposed to be taking care of this shit. No,
if he saw it,
I found it.
My cat will sometimes find bugs that are like flying around, and they usually make their way towards the light. And my cat has actually brought me a couple bugs. There's a garbage can over there.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Just leave it on the table for now. I don't care. But as long as we just throw it away later.
Dude, there's a fucking freaky ass spider.
My cat actually does a pretty good job of finding bugs that are in my house, and like
spider right there.
Even though he doesn't like kill them himself, he'll like chase after them and like stare at them and like
make them know
idea of where they actually are. Now, you're a good hunter.
I feel it for
Come here, buddy.
Cats are dope as shit.
Here. Now you're just gonna stay right there and look. You just go look for the spider. Good. Stay
that motherfucker
Let me know where all the bugs are. That way I keep them out of my house.
That was weird. I've never seen a spider in your house before. And that's a weird spot for a spider to be.
That was a weird looking spider. That was a spider that I've actually never seen before.
He was thick.
Like I've seen like those
thick.
Those regular like a daddy long leg or something.
No, that was a thick spider.
But during the winter time, you don't see too many of them around. But with the nice weather coming around, so yeah, you might see them. What is a problem in this house is the most I find are fucking those stink bugs.
Dude, I have so many of those stink bugs in my house.
I have no idea how they get into my house.
They just mass produce. They're like cockroaches on a whole nother there's another spectrum of fucking cockroaches.
I have no idea how they get into my house, but somehow they find their way in there, and they're usually attracted to the light. So.
Dude, trust me. I got that new BB gun, and if I see them, I'm popping a motherfucker. Because
I shooting those metal BBs around your house, but
dude, I've been shooting them at targets in my bedroom.
Okay, well, that's in your bedroom. But you need to get one. You ever see that fucking salt gun?
The salt gun, yes,
Dude,
yes.
I really want one of those,
dude.
But then
just get a BB gun.
But then you're shooting salt all around your house.
Exactly. So just get a BB gun. You're shooting metal pellets at a. And the thing is that I targeted that BB gun with I bought a laser.
But your BB gun is not like a buckshot. It's like a single.
It's a single shot, yes. But you still have BBs laying around your house after you shoot it. But the thing is,
I mean, as long as you vacuum on a regular basis,
I don't.
Obviously, I have a problem with vacuuming my fucking house.
If your house is
zero motivation to fucking vacuum,
exactly, whatever. If you don't have motivation to do it,
eventually.
If you don't have motivation to do it, then don't do it.
Well, no, you have to do it at some point.
Who said? Is God gonna smite you if you don't?
No, literally. I mean, I could go forever without vacuuming my house, but my cat, he tracks his cat litter through my kitchen and out into the living room. But
it doesn't matter.
And then he'll crawl all over my bed, and then I wake up.
I don't come in here and I say, "Oh, there's cat litter everywhere."
But if you took your flashlight and looked around the floor, you'd be able to see cat litter pellets.
I don't care, man.
I don't care either because I wear sandals in my house.
Exactly, so you're fine.
I'm a sandal guy.
But if you were to move out of this house and give it a good vacuum.
Well, that's the thing. If I move out of this house, I don't care how I leave it. It's somebody else's problem once I move out.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Which is what I'm trying to do now. Now that the fucking winter is almost over. Yeah, now I'm starting to look for houses again.
We've been getting a lot of really nice weather. It's in New York. I feel like it is so like.
Yeah, dude, it was just literally 50 fucking degrees on fucking Thursday. So nice. It melted the entire fucking hockey rink that was on my driveway.
It was
And then today we had a 5-minute snowstorm. About that.
I was like, Phil's driveway is like, why would you shovel your driveway if it's only going to be nice out?
The only thing I shovel when it snows is I just shovel a path to my car. I don't shovel the rest of my driveway. I just shovel what I need to get out of my driveway, which is what just a plow will put in front of the end of my driveway. Exactly. Because everything else I can just run right over. That's the beauty of having a 4-wheel drive car.
Why would you shovel more than you need to?
Dude, I mean, the last time...
This is my question. Why do people put more energy into stuff than they need to? Why would you put more energy into stuff?
We call those people overachievers.
Exactly. Overachievers. Every overachiever, I fucking hate every single one of them.
I'm more of the... doing the bare minimum, working smarter, not harder.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck you and your overachieving.
I'll do the bare minimum of what I have to do just to get by.
What is it? You want to impress your neighborhood fucking people? Look at my driveway. It's perfectly shoveled and perfectly salted.
Nobody in this town that I'm trying to impress because like the rest of the people in this town, like they'll shovel like the sidewalks and shit in front of their driveway.
People are fucking retarded.
I don't do that shit. I just shovel my fucking car out and make sure I can get my car out because if the town wants to fucking make a big deal out of it, fucking write me a letter and tell me that I need to fucking shovel more of my fucking property because I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. I don't live by myself, but if I did.
Because even when I do shovel my car out, like I'm fucking winded by the end of just doing that. And if I had to do that for the rest of my fucking driveway, then I would be dead. And the last time I did have to shovel my driveway, I called into fucking work because I was so fucking tired after that. I was like, you know what? I'm so tired right now that I had to lie and tell him that I couldn't get out of my driveway, even though I did shovel my car out and I did get out.
No, last time I shoveled my driveway, I was so winded, I thought I had hypothermia.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll do it without gloves, but I do have gloves to wear outside. But most of the time I won't because I feel like I'm just doing it quick. And I'm not going to be spending half my day outside shoveling my fucking driveway.
Because people are fucking idiots. People are fucking idiots, and they think, oh, man, this guy's lazy. He doesn't deserve anything. But just because you're overworking yourself doesn't mean you deserve more.
Well, that's the thing. It's because we're shoveling. If I had a fucking snowblower.
I have a snowblower.
You do?
I do, and it's nice. I love having
a snowblower is a big fucking deal.
It is.
If I had a I literally would do my entire driveway if I had a snowblower. But say that's minimal effort.
Say everybody on your street is shoveling.
They pretty much are. I don't know many people around here who do have a fucking snowblower.
So just because you shovel once every hour when it's snowing for 8 hours straight doesn't make you a harder worker than the person that shovels 2 times when it snows 8 hours straight.
No, because when you're shoveling, you're doing pretty much 3 times as much work as you are with this fucking snowblower.
Well, no.
If I had a snowblower, I would do the entire work. I would shovel my fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, it would be easy.
The front of my
it would be
driveway.
Easy. But say the person next door was their driveway was the same exact length as yours, but they shoveled once every hour for 5. Say it was snowing for 5 hours straight. They shoveled once every hour, which is 5. Listen. Okay. They shoveled once every hour, so they shoveled 5 times.
While it's snowing?
While it's snowing for 5 hours. You shoveled 2 times. So you shoveled 2 times one time every 2.5 hours. Does that make somebody a harder worker than the other?
Well, not if they're snow blowing. No.
No. I'm saying you're both shoveling. He shovels.
Well, then, yeah, I would consider them a harder worker than me.
For shoveling.
I literally won't shovel my driveway until the snowstorm is actually
exactly
over. Like I'm not.
But does that make them a harder worker than you? Then
snowing.
Does that make them a harder worker than you for shoveling once every hour?
I feel like it.
You're both doing the same exact amount of shoveling.
Doing the same exact amount of work.
So how does that
over a different period of time?
Exactly. So how does that make them a harder worker if they're shoveling once every hour rather than you shoveling at the end of the?
You're both doing the same.
You're both doing the same amount of work,
just at different periods.
Exactly. So you're doing all that. You're doing 1,000% of work of them, maybe, and they're only doing 100% of what they're doing.
Yeah, but you have a snowblower, so...
No, they don't have a snowblower. I have a snowblower, yes. So. I do shovel sometimes. When it's like a light snow, I will run a quick... I ran a quick shovel last time it was a light snow.
If it's light, then yeah, sure. But when there's a lot...
But do you understand what I'm saying? If that person next door to you has the same amount of snow as you, say he shoveled...
I just feel like that they're just bored and they feel like that they have to do something.
Exactly.
I'm out there. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to expend all my energy if I'm just gonna have to go out there and do.
I'm just gonna do what I need to do
once,
rather than 5 times. Mm-hmm. If it's snowing for 5 hours and you're shoveling once every 5 hours, why? Why not just shovel once that 5 hours and get it all out of the way?
Nope. That's one thing you got to deal with when living in upstate New York, because we tend to get the worst of all seasons. So something you're going to have to deal with if you actually like seasons.
We're only at 26 minutes.
So I think I'm doing all right. What are you running out of steam already?
I'm not running out of steam. I just feel like this.
I haven't even been looking at the time.
I feel like we haven't even started up yet.
I thought we were doing all right.
Do you?
But now you're saying that we haven't even fucking started.
Okay.
Like, now what then?
Well, the fact that I got to take a piss doesn't make it any better.
Wow, man.
I really got to. I got to drain,
having
man.
Bathroom issues.
Dude, I had to shit at the beginning. I have to piss now.
How many pisses have you taken?
I really do not have a grasp of what the fuck time is. I really don't.
Hey, man, time becomes irrelevant as life goes on.
Oh, man. I feel like my time's so much more irrelevant than yours is.
It's definitely more valuable, but...
No, yours feels more valuable than mine is. Mine feels...
I definitely feel like my time is valuable.
Please, let somebody's time feel valuable, because my time doesn't feel valuable at all. I could kill myself today in 1,000 years.
If you could eliminate the fact that you had to shit and piss all the time,
I did have to
would
shit.
you take that? Would you take that?
Yeah, I would take that away. I would be like,
you would
immediately
completely remove the fact that you ever had to shit and piss.
Dude, I'd be like a superhero.
Yes, I wish that I could be 100% efficient and eat all the food that I ever wanted and never have to shit it out.
Yeah.
That would be a great thing to do.
Always be like, I'm ready to go. Like, yeah. Like, you wouldn't have to ever eat. You wouldn't have to ever shit.
No, it would definitely save you a lot of time during the day.
It would. I mean, I got to piss right now and I want to take a pause,
This is a kid at work who we call the bathroom his second office, because he's in the bathroom so much throughout the day.
Dude.
I don't know if he's just doing it just to waste time or if he literally just has to shit that much. But like, he'll literally take 2-3 shits during the day. And I'm just like I usually can't leave my house unless I take a fucking dump
like once. Dude, I'm not comfortable enough. I want to shit and then shower. I got to shit the night before I go to work. And then I got to shower after. I want a clean asshole all the time, because what if some girl comes on to you and she's like, "Can I suck your dick?" And you're like, "I can't let her suck my dick because I don't."
You just can't take your pants all the way off. You just gotta.
Yeah, you just gotta whip your dick out.
Your dick out through
the
hole.
Put your dick through the dick hole. Because if you didn't put your dick through the dick hole,
because then she's gonna smell your asshole.
She's gonna smell your asshole.
Avoid her away from sucking your dick. Hey?
Yeah.
Nobody wants that to happen.
No, that's an embarrassing
that's
moment.
Something that girls have to deal with too.
Yeah. Am I gonna smell his asshole?
If they want a dude to give them head, then they can't be smelling like asshole and dirty
they can't smell shit. Yeah, because like if I were to eat a girl out, I don't want to smell shit. I don't think that's just she better have taken a shit and then taken a shower, which is my case. Problem. Huh?
See, that's something that, like, in my sex, like, if I'm gonna eat a girl out, I need to know that she's like clean and she's like just took a shower or something.
She wiped her asshole.
I can't just be like eating vagina randomly out on the street with some chick I just met at a bar who's just in like a sweaty club.
Because if I'm eating a pussy, that pussy better not smell like asshole. Can we take a break on that note, real quick? I gotta take a piss. I gotta take a piss. Yeah.
Okay, we can pause for a second.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back. We're back from a little bathroom break.
Yes.
So I think we should be more clear-headed, more clear-minded. So
I hope so.
Let's just keep it flowing.
Keep it flowing.
You feel better after your release?
I feel great after my release.
Still have yet to capture a fart on microphone, but trust us, it will happen. We will get it.
Honestly, it might be karma is the whole reason of the fact that we can't get a fart.
I feel like that once we're on camera, like it kind of just like suppresses our farts.
I feel like eventually when we get good enough at podcasting, we can capture
we'll get more comfortable at certain points, fart. But it's a good thing we got our official SquishMitten Fret Millen vodka here.
That's our vodka. Hands down, that's our vodka. I mean,
you might not be able to find it in stores, but this is a podcast exclusive here.
But yeah, this is our vodka, hands down. I mean, our label's on it. SquishMitten Fret Millen. I didn't say it right. I don't know. I can't read it. Eventually, we'll have our own vodka.
Yeah, one day it would be nice to actually have our own fucking vodka.
Yeah,
that would be sweet.
Right now, it's just, we got to cover up branding.
Yeah, we just put a piece of tape on a bottle.
Yeah,
and put our names on it.
But it doesn't look official.
No big deal to me.
Dude, it does not look official. Look at it.
It looks official to me.
It looks.
If I ever wanted
fucking
a bottle of
super
vodka,
official.
that's exactly what I would want it to look like.
I don't know whose vodka this is. Obviously, this is SquishMitten.
According to the label, it's our vodka.
Yeah, it's our vodka. We could take as many shots as we want from it. And
that's what we're doing. We're just experimenting with many different types of ways to do these podcasts. So
yeah,
keep experimenting. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
So let's just keep having fun, man.
Exactly. As a premature podcasters, I think we're doing a great job. I mean, I don't know what more you want. Do you want?
I don't know how professional you're trying to sound. Only 7 episodes in, but I'm just having fun with it. So
yeah,
I'd rather just have fun than have to focus on being professional or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm at.
We're just doing this for fun because from our daily lives, this is our escape from our daily lives.
It's a realistic aspect of what we get from our daily life. Like nobody talks about transsexuals or what. I mean, they're not called transsexuals nowadays. They're called
transgender.
Gender.
You could call them transsexual too. I mean, I don't know what's socially acceptable anymore.
I don't know
in that
exactly
in that aspect of life.
What is it wrong to call them?
It's not something we're a part of, though. So
yeah, it's not. So I'm trying my hardest to try to call them the correct name, but transsexual is what I grew up.
As long as you're trying to be as
respectful as possible.
Yeah, exactly. As respectful as possible, then talk about it how you will. Because I'm not gonna correct you. I'm not gonna be the one to correct you on what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, what is correcting? Is correcting?
Does anybody know what is correct nowadays?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell what's correct nowadays with all this misinformation out in the world.
Yeah.
So it's
it's a lot of sensitive topics that I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Very sensitive topics that we don't want to offend anybody, but we also do want to give our opinions. And if it does happen to offend, we hope that you guys would engage in a lighthearted debate about it.
Yeah,
and
because
maybe change our mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm willing to accept when I'm wrong. I know when to say that, okay, I did something wrong. Yeah. I don't have a problem with admitting
Which
that.
Right now I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, but who's to say who's
right now we don't. I don't think we have, but
no,
somebody may tell
might
us.
Say that they got offended by what.
If they did, I hope that they would tell us, and we can have a lighthearted debate about it. That's fine with me.
In my eyes,
because at the end of the day, lighthearted debates, they don't affect me. I don't go home with any hard feelings about what was said.
No. I try to take it in and try to learn from it.
Yeah, like when I listen to these people at work and they talk about their personal feelings, like just because they think a certain way, I'm not gonna go home and think any different about it because they're just my coworkers, and if they want to have their opinion, they can have their opinion. It's fine with me.
I don't know, transsexuals and transgenders. I don't know. I really don't know the difference.
That's how you want to. I feel like that's how you want to identify. Go ahead and identify like that, but. It's not gonna affect me at all. I'm still gonna accept you the same way that I would accept anybody else in my life.
In my opinion, it's fuck what you think. Honestly, I think that I'm trying to say something, and I'm trying to I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm just trying to say something. If transsexual is the word that I use rather than transgender, why are you crucifying me for it?
I don't think anybody's going to scrutinize you about that.
Can I get a hit of that weed?
Go ahead, man. I'm not going to stop you. I just don't want you to get in trouble later after the fact with anybody else in your life who may care about the fact that you are doing that.
I mean, that's the point blank of it is like I'm gonna do what I need to after smoking this weed because I got my own personal problems. I can't smoke weed every day. It affects me.
Yeah, it affects me too. At this point, I mean, it never used to affect me. I used to smoke weed. I used to not be able to get up out of bed without fucking taking a hit of weed. But now I just do it just for fun, and I do it maybe in certain social situations. But it's nothing that I revolve my life around like I used to, because smoking marijuana used to be a big part of my life, but somehow I managed to kick that habit, and because it just eventually got to be too much, and then I probably could say that I replaced it with drinking alcohol, but even now alcohol is starting to affect me in ways that I don't like, so maybe I'll be quitting alcohol soon. Who knows?
You never
if I keep getting fucking hangovers the way that I have been these last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's why we're fucking drinking liquor this week, because drinking those beers anytime, like I'll drink those beers like on a fucking on a regular day.
Can I give a quick
work.
sponsor? Can you keep on this subject that you're talking? But I want to give a quick sponsor.
Give a quick sponsor for this vodka that we don't really own.
This is a Squish.
Don't tip it too much, man. Watch out.
I'm trying not. Make sure I don't. But this is a heavy bottle. This is a really heavy bottle. But it's a Squish.
We've branded it our own.
I can't. I don't know what the Squish is. SquishMitten? SquishMitten. This is a heavy fucking bottle of vodka. I can't remember any of our names. That was... I just wanted to read.
SquishMitten and FretMitten? Is that what you were going to say?
SquishMitten and FretMitten.
Because
dude, I don't know.
That's something easily to do when after smoking marijuana. It's very easy to
mix things up.
To jumble up some words and kind of pronounce things wrong and switch letters where they shouldn't be switched. But it happens.
There you go.
I think it's pretty funny. You should have just said it wrong, and it would have been fucking hilarious.
I wish I was on the same note that you were, because I was trying to fucking... What is it actually? The SquishMitten and FretMitten vodka.
I'm not going to say the actual what the actual vodka is. I'm sure
the
any person out there who's drank alcohol can probably tell what that liquor actually is.
Yeah, I do. It's a very peculiar shape of a bottle.
It's very wide at the beginning, so the further you get down, the quicker the bottle goes.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna get down to that point of the bottle.
I hope not, because I would like to be able to have some for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
But honestly,
hopefully next week.
This would not last me an entire week. If I had this bottle like at the beginning of the week and then I started drinking it when I got home from work, it would probably last me 3-4 days max.
Honestly, I feel like that's alcoholism.
It might be, but on the weekends, I usually don't drink. Like on Sunday, I probably won't have a drink at all. But after I've had a long day of work, there's really nothing more that I want to do than come home and have a little sip of alcohol.
I could see that.
The people I work with, they come in and talk about how they had a fucking glass of wine after work. And I'm just like, well, you had one glass of wine after work? I'm like, I drank 2 9% IPAs and got fucking wasted off my ass.
Exactly.
I don't know how just one just satisfies you. One glass of wine.
No, I don't drink alcohol at all. When I go to work, I don't drink alcohol. I don't come back to the next week and I'm like, I drank this much alcohol. I don't drink any alcohol.
I know you go through the week not drinking any alcohol, and that's how I was when I was smoking weed heavy. I literally just only smoked weed after work or even before work and sometimes during work. And then I would come home and just smoke more weed. I never needed alcohol when I was working at my old job. But then I ended up quitting smoking. So then drinking is kind of what I replaced it with. So now every day after work, I come home and there's nothing more that I want more than to just have a sip of beer.
Does it feel like a little release of?
Absolutely, it makes me not care about what I did during the day. It makes me not give a shit about my job because like anybody who has a normal job will probably come home and like they'll be laying in their bed and they'll think about the performance that they did that day.
Yeah, I mean I do that with gaming. I feel like I need to game in order to feel like I can go into work the next day.
That's your type of release. If gaming releases
it's a release
from that. Right now, it's for me. It's alcohol. But I used to play some video games, and I wish I played them as much as I used to. But eventually they just get too. I don't want to say boring, but they do not as interesting to me as
they start to lose their value.
Yeah, and now I end up watching people who play the same game that I used to play.
Yeah, and it's still a little bit of a release, but it's still not as much as.
And it's not like I was a pro or anything, but it's always nice to watch a pro play the fucking video game that you used to play and watch them excel.
I want to see myself get better.
I watched Warcraft players because Warcraft was a big game that we both used to play back in the day, and then I played it for a long time while I was unemployed, and now I watch pros who are actually good at the game, and I watch them how they play. It's interesting to me.
Yeah, and I don't know. You just need a little bit of release in yourself.
Exactly. Everybody needs a release. So
if you don't have that release, then you don't feel like.
That's why I'm not going to scrutinize anybody who smokes weed or drinks alcohol or even does cocaine or fucking crack. Like if that's your fucking release, but you can still maintain your job and you can still go out and function in the world, then fucking go out and do that because I really don't care because as long as you do the shit that you have to do, but when it starts to hinder your life and impact you negatively somewhere in your life, that's when you got to realize it's becoming a problem. Yeah. But having a drink after work or having a couple hits of weed after work, I don't think you're going to take that the next day into work.
Even if you're drinking and then driving, if it's a small amount and you're able to control yourself.
Okay, now you're talking about things that are illegal.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving is something you could easily get slammed for.
Yeah, you should not drink and drive.
That will fuck your life up if you get a DUI. Because if you get a DUI, then
that's going to stay with you.
That will hinder you in other parts of your life. That will hinder you from being able to get a job. That will hinder you from being able to maybe apply for a loan or something if you needed to.
I mean, it's definitely going to stay with you.
So
but
that's something you got to be careful of. But we all made bad decisions.
But if you could drink and drive and the cops are right behind you, and you can still manage to not get caught by them because you're driving so good, then go ahead. And
it definitely make you feel good if you could actually get one over on the government and be like, hey, you just fucking slammed a person that you could have fucking slammed for fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You missed me.
But you fucking did it because I'm doing such a good job at it.
Exactly.
We're not advocating drinking and driving.
But I am advocating.
I'm not gonna lie.
Drinking responsibly.
When I have a little buzz, there's nothing more fun than going out and driving in your fucking car.
No, there's not.
Because I mean, driving my car is something that I get much enjoyment out of because I love my car. Because when you love your car, then driving is something fun to do. So
I don't know, man. I'm not.
I know you love driving your car because we just tried to do a fucking U-turn today, and you just fucking did a complete burnout donut to fucking turn around. That's not something I would ever do. Well, I don't know. It's kind of harder to do in a 4-wheel drive car, but you got a rear-wheel drive car, so
so
it's a little more difficult for me to do than for you to do. But you pulled it off pretty damn well. I'm not gonna lie. For doing a donut U-turn. You turned around pretty damn well. It's not like you went too much one way or too much the other way. You fucking completely did a 180 and then just went straight down the road.
I'm crashing.
Don't tell me you're getting the spins. It's that fucking SquishMitten Millen vodka and the Red Bulls. If you haven't noticed, we're doing vodka Red Bulls today. We're not really making mixed drinks. We're just chasing. But it's been a while since I've actually had a vodka and a Red Bull. The last time I did vodka and Red Bull was many years ago, and I was in a fucking club dancing with 2 fucking chicks grinding on me in front of an entire fucking bar. So vodka Red Bulls, I'm really not much against. I prefer to be doing them out, like at a bar or something, but in my house, it's been a while since I actually drank a fucking Red Bull. The last time I drank a Red Bull, like just normally, it made me like jittery and like I wasn't comfortable because I think I was at my desk at work, and I just had a fucking Red Bull, and it just made me jittery. It made me feel like I needed to expend energy. And I just wasn't able to do that because, when you have a desk job, having a desk job is like probably one of the worst things for you because you're sitting for multiple hours of a day. You don't get much exercise when you're sitting at a fucking desk, but you actually do construction out in the field, so you're out there expending the energy that you need to. You all right, man? Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in 1 second. Okay, we're back from a very small break.
Yes.
But a little mishap. Needed a quick bathroom break. But, that shit happens.
A quick little transition of somebody going to use the bathroom.
But that's fine because, sometimes when the feelings get too bottled up, you kind of need to expel yourself. So
yeah,
if you needed to expel a little bit into the toilet, which we've all been there.
We've all been there, puking into the toilet. Everybody needs their own personal.
After you puke, you always feel much better.
Yeah.
So I hope you feel a little bit better right now.
It's like rethinking things. You gotta.
And what the funny thing is? It's like people worry about getting too drunk, and like we just had back. I think it was on Thursday. Like we had a big bid going off, like a $15 million job that we were bidding.
Jesus
and
Christ!
Then we ended up going to lunch afterwards. Like 10 people from our job ended up going out to lunch for it, and we went to fucking Hibachi. And you know what Hibachi's like, right?
They cook in front of your face and stuff.
Show with like fire and stuff like that, and you get a bunch of Asian food. But I ended up getting a whole bunch of sushi because it was on the company, so. I got the most expensive sushi rolls I could fucking get. And I don't think you're supposed to be drinking when you're on the job, but me and my dad got there before everybody else. So we both had alcoholic drinks before we got there.
Yeah.
And then, when the hibachi guy's doing his whole fucking thing, they have the sake bottle where they
squirt it in your
mouth.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's a women thing strictly?
No, not at all.
You think that a male or female could do that?
Yeah, a male or a female could do that.
Exactly, because he offered to do that, the hibachi guy, he offered to do that to people, and literally everybody, all 10 people that we were with said no to the fucking free sake that he wanted to spray into your mouth. And I was like, literally the only one who was willing to do it, and I was like, am I allowed to? And my boss was sitting on the other side of the fucking table, so I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to. And then he said, go ahead, Phil. So I heard that, and I was like, okay, spray the fucking sake in my mouth.
Go for it.
And then I got the fucking sake shot. I was the only one out of fucking 10 people who were willing to get a fucking sake shot. But, you know, they all work at a corporate company, so they're trying to maintain their image. But I'm literally the youngest person. Actually, what I just figured out is I don't think I'm the youngest person there anymore, but I'm the least likely to be an adult at that fucking place. So I got the sake shot, and I fucking, you know, went back to the office and did my thing. And then the next day, my boss comes back and like, you know, we're just bullshitting. And he comes back, he was like, "It's pretty gay what you did at that fucking hibachi place." He's like, "Looks like you've probably taken some liquid in the face before." My boss, he likes to bust fucking balls, but he's not the greatest at it. So, but you know, when he talks to other people, it's funny. But he tried to make a gay joke because I took the fucking sake shot, and I was like, well, nobody else was willing to do it, and it was free fucking sake, so why wouldn't I fucking take a sake shot? I don't fucking mind. I'm not afraid of you people, so I'll be me and take a sake shot if I fucking want to. You gave me the okay, but he was just busting my balls, and he was like, kind of gay about what you did back there. I was like, what? It's just a fucking sake shot. I was like, free alcohol? Why the fuck not? But he was just trying to make a joke and be funny and be like, yeah, you take cum in your face or something like that. That was probably the joke he was trying to. I mean, he's not the best at making jokes, but he's a personable guy. He likes to have a fucking friendly relationship with everybody who's there, and his way of doing that is by making jokes and busting balls. So, you know, I wasn't offended by him telling me that what I did was gay. I was just like, hey man, I was free alcohol and we're not allowed to drink on the job. So as long as you gave me the okay, I'll fucking drink on the job. Fuck it. All right. I mean, that's fine. If you don't want to chat anymore, that's fine. We can end it right there. So this has been the I don't know what number episode of the SquishMitten and Millen podcast, but we will see you next time. Thank you.